down after 3 minutes against this opponent with academy boys on the pitch. I don't say that they are responsible for this result, but it's not. Congrats to Man United. They worked us off and never stopped scoring. The most disappointing thing for me is the second red card, because I lose another player and I have no anymore. So this is what hurts the most, to be honest.
You've got to take your chances in tight games, in open games, because you never know what might be the deciding factor. We know more than anyone probably what goal difference can do to you in a bad way, because we've lost the league on goal difference here. So it was about just playing as well as you can.
I think it's not about the referee. We made not a good job. Very stupid foul from a young lad. It was the first time playing. I mean, that kills everything, and then it's tough.
He's not having it easy at the moment, isn't Ralph Hasenhüttl? It's difficult not to feel a huge amount of sympathy for him. 9 players out, and when a young lad does this 3 minutes in, your sympathy is for Hasenhüttl, not necessarily for the player who did this in Yankovic.
Yes, it's absolutely disgusting. It is, for me as an ex-player, that is potentially a career-ending tackle. He probably doesn't even know what he's done. He knows he's been red-carded, he knows the tackle's bad, but he probably doesn't realise what potentially could have happened to Scott McTominay. It's absolutely disgusting.
I mean, I'm trying to put myself. You're trying to put yourself in his shoes on your debut. You want to get out, make a good impression. You want to start the game well. You want to make a good first tackle, but he's got it completely wrong there. There's no defending that kind of. I'm going to be kind of say over-enthusiasm. He's got it completely wrong, and as Dion said, that clearly endangers the opponent.
OK, so they're down to 10. Manchester United, at times this season, particularly at home, have struggled to break down opponents. That wasn't the case today. And they've also been accused in the past of having 2 fullbacks who don't provide enough attacking threat. Yeah. And that wasn't the case today.
Yeah, the fullbacks normally sit. They get yourself forward, get involved. Fullbacks tonight were absolutely outstanding. Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, very positive tonight, getting themselves into good goal-scoring positions, keeping the ball alive. It's in that position that myself and Ozzy, the old boys, would call that Pomo position, which is right at that far post. If the left fullback's crossing it, the right fullback has to be in, as you can see here. Taking his chance, just to gamble. Don't let the ball come through. Shaw did it as well, many, many times when Wan-Bissaka was crossing. But look at the positivity. Look where the fullbacks have ended up.
Both in the box.
You know, they're trying to affect the game, not just by crosses, not just by assists, but they're trying to get in there themselves and score goals. And it happened time after time. And this is a part of the game I think Wan-Bissaka is working on. He's not panicked. He hasn't gone to ground, which we know he's good at. He's picked a pass and he's helped his team retain possession and get another attack going there. Look at him here. Look, great touch from Fernandes. Brilliant touch from Fernandes. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to try and create something for the number 9, number 7 on this occasion, which was Cavani. He should have scored. And again, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka this time, has decided to stay out, gets himself in the box. Man United's getting themselves another goal. Involved all night, the fullbacks, and they were absolutely outstanding.
Overall, just on the picture of United there, they could have settled at 4-0, couldn't they? And Hasenhüttl said afterwards, you know, credit to them. They worked us off and they did not stop scoring. They didn't settle.
No, they didn't. And we thought with the changes that Ollie made at half-time, maybe they had. He did some rotation. He took Cavani off, who we thought might be the player who could have done with the extra chances and the extra goals scored. But Manchester United kept pushing forward, and Martial benefit. Bruno Fernandes got in on the goals again, and that's 4 wins in the last 5 now at home for Manchester United after a really poor start at Old Trafford.
You know what? If you are pushing for if you want to win the league, you have to be horrible. You have to be ruthless. I don't care if you've got 7 men. You keep scoring the goals. You haven't got time to wait about for people. You've got to do your job.
Do you think this is a penalty?
No, I don't.
Right.
You know, no, I don't. I don't think it's a pen. I've seen it many, many times.
Think Martial looks for it?
Martial is on his way down before the contact. I think Bednarek actually changes his stride. Watch his left leg, Bednarek. He stops his studs in the ground. He actually stops his left foot going any further forward so he doesn't. Watch his left foot stop there. Martial's on the way down.
I actually think at that point Martial thinks he might get a yellow card.
Yeah.
I think if you look at his face as he's getting up, he's grimacing a little bit. As Mike Dean goes over to the VAR screen again, he's worried. But not only does it come back and confirm a red card, but the penalty kick, but also a red card, which obviously Ralph Hasenhüttl is very disappointed with, to say the least.
And you know what? You can always look at the players. You can always look at the players, and you can always tell from the body language. We all say this about tackles and stuff. Martial didn't want to look up too quickly.
No.
He kept his head down, out the way. Oh, gosh, what have I done here? You know, it's not great. I don't like to see that.
And we're told there is a clip doing the rounds of Bednarek going down the tunnel and being heard to say to a Southampton official, Martial said it wasn't a foul either.
Foul, yeah.
The red card is because the rule is if you don't make an attempt to play the ball, then you get the red card. If you mistime a tackle, it will be a yellow card. And we're just going to leave that debate there because later on we'll discuss that. I don't want to give anything away. What does Ralph Hasenhüttl do now? Because they've been in this situation before and he is down to the bare bones this time.
They've got to get a result. You know, they've got to somehow, like they did last time, it took another couple of games after the 9-0, but they stuck together. They galvanised the team. They worked really hard, and somehow they got a result. And they need to do that. They need positivity back in the club. They're on a really poor run. I think that's one win in 8 or 9 games now, and they really do need to turn it around quickly.
They're in a better position league-wise than they were when this happened last time, to be fair to them.
I think
and you could say there were other circumstances.
Yeah, you know what? I like Ralph Hasenhüttl. I think he's a very good manager. And I think he's got a good squad of players as well who, more often than not, will stick together. He'll get it right, and I think Southampton are still a good side. And yeah, it's all about managing what's happened tonight in the best way possible.
Newcastle away is their next game. We'll see Newcastle later on, but next, Wolves without a win.